Welcome to the Buckhorn Podcast. I am Martelle, and with me always is Randy. What up, Randy?
Hello.
Howdy.
What's up, man? It's a beautiful day.
It is a beautiful day here
neighborhood.
in Central Ohio.
Yeah, South Central.
Yeah, it is.
Sipping on gin and juice.
Eastern Central Ohio.
Yeah.
Or would it be South Central Eastern Ohio?
South.
Or Eastern South Central Ohio?
I think this part of Ohio is northern West Virginia.
Or is this even Central Ohio?
I don't know places. I don't know. We're in the rurally Ohio nether regions.
Right.
Take that for what it's worth.
Sweet.
So how have you been?
Great.
That was a great start. Hey, thanks for sticking with us through a minute and 2 seconds.
Of nothing. Hey, so this show is brought to you by Two Bitch Bourbon.
We have a sponsor.
They send us 2 bottles of bourbon, and I am going to dedicate this entire show to them.
They're sponsors.
They are sponsors for this show.
Because that is a very nice gift.
It was a very sweet gift of Joe and Lauren to send this over to us.
From?
Two Bitch Bourbon out of Henderson, Nevada.
There you go.
Or Eureka, Nevada.
Eureka.
So it's just
There's
outside of Las
gold in
Vegas.
them there hills.
So I am looking forward to the Pack Leader Reserve Batch 2. I have a bottle of Batch 1, so we're going to compare Batch 1 to Batch 2.
Which is nice.
So
We've not done that with Jefferson's Oceans yet.
No.
We'd have to get 2 voyages first. So now we got to do it with...
We'd have to get like 18 voyages, but...
Well...
Either way, we are going to compare Batch 1 to Batch 2. So I've got a little bit of Batch 1 left, so we're not going to get crazy with Batch 1. But then we've got some Batch 2 that I have not opened yet, and we have a bottle of Eureka Gold.
Urethra Gold?
Eureka.
Okay. Enunciate.
Enunciation
These
is
fine
not
people
my...
sent you 2 very nice bottles of bourbon. And
I
you
said Eureka Gold.
It sounded like Urethra Gold.
You did not hear correctly. So, Eureka Gold. And unfortunately, I saw today that one of their bitches is in a cast and is wearing the cone of shame.
Oh.
Wow.
Sad. One like equals one prayer. Like, share, and subscribe to this show to heal a dog.
So check them out on Facebook, Instagram, and Twitter. Search Two Bitch. I will provide links and everything.
Watch Googling that at work, maybe.
Yeah, don't.
Maybe add bourbon to the end of it or something.
Yeah, make sure you put in Two Bitch Bourbon.
Don't do an image search.
No, well, maybe.
I don't know if I tested at work, man.
Put on your safe search and do Two Bitch Bourbon. Definitely check them out. You can order them online at lovescotch.com, and I will provide a link for that as well.
I love scotch. Scotchy, scotch.
Yes. So, but
I've actually never had good scotch.
I'm not big on scotch. I like my American bourbons. American whiskeys.
Build a wall around that Scottish land.
This one has not been opened yet, so let's...
Yeah, even in...
Exciting.
I don't know why everybody need to hear that. You're grinning ear to ear. This is like Christmas for you.
This is. I love this. This is my favorite. So that was the...
For the proprietors.
That was the...
Proprietors. Oh, here it comes. For those who sent Martelle this fine bourbon, I tried to insist on him that they sent it because of the show, but I will concede that he's been blowing it up on his personal Instagram forever. So.
Yeah, since the...
I was really just trying to weasel him out of a bottle.
So I'm going to do some other stuff with this as well because they are applying for distribution here in Ohio because I've kind of been pushing for that as well. So I feel I owe it to them to hand out samples to some people that I know here in Ohio that have some influence over at OHLQ or that can push some people in the right direction, hopefully, to try to get some things moving and approved. Fingers crossed. I don't know anybody very well, but I'm going to hand out samples to some people anyhow.
Well, you know me well.
So
you should hand me all the samples.
That's not going to do.
Forget giving to the HOLQ,
Well,
Ostrich Hockey League.
It's like I said before when
quarterly.
I was going on my rant about the Department of Education being as useful as the Department of Liquor. So I can hand out these samples to those I know.
To the teachers and our educators.
Right.
Daddy, I love school now.
Yeah.
All my teachers are fun.
Ooh, ting. And I did drop one of my Glencairns today. Oh,
Yes,
and I almost knocked over another one.
Jeez.
And it was a good 4.5 foot drop.
Yeah,
and
I'm surprised it survived. It landed
survived.
right on the bottom.
It
hit on the bottom at least.
It landed right on the pedestal and survived. So
the pedestal. So we're just pouring a little bit of this batch one.
So there's batch one. And hold on.
You saving that little bit for your infinity?
Yeah, I might add that to my infinity
That'd
bottle.
be a good addition.
There's not much. There's maybe less than a pour there. So
now, did we review this one before? I can't remember which we reviewed.
I think we did.
So we don't necessarily need to give donuts. We're just going to compare one to two.
We're just going to compare one to the other. Yeah.
Okay.
So there's no need to do a donut.
I think we both already rated this one as pretty high.
Yeah, this is pretty high. This is, I mean, I think I believe I said this was in my fives. I gave you some, and I had something else that day.
That's
if I
what it
remember
was.
correctly.
Okay. Yeah, I think I gave it a 4 or a 4.5.
Yeah. So
I'm going to set this up. You got too much crap on.
Yeah, I know. I got to clean up in here a little bit.
We got what kind of controller is it? What's this to?
That's for my NVIDIA Shield.
What's an NVIDIA Shield?
It's an Android TV box.
It's got a game controller? It looks like a Dreamcast controller.
Yes.
So I've got this little table I usually set stuff on. Martelle's got it covered with crap, like he lives here.
Well, it is my office for
Precision
other things.
What kind of other things?
Well, if I told you, you wouldn't sit in that seat anymore.
Yeah, I probably would. I'm not going to stand the whole time. All right, so
You'll be very disappointed once we head over and record with Aaron and Drew.
Yeah, I know they stand, don't they?
They do stand.
Look, Aaron, I'm way too fat. All right, so I got batch one sitting there, batch two.
You got batch one and batch two, so. And you have some water to palletize your rinse.
Palletize my cleanse.
Palletize your rinse. So we're going at these neat. Ooh, batch two smells good.
I'm going to smell them side by side.
That's what I just did. So batch one has a very, very heavy caramel smell to it.
Yeah, it does.
And batch two, excuse me. It's a little lighter on the caramel, maybe a little bit more brown sugar.
It smells like fresh sunshine.
Shine.
Lilacs.
By the way, Liz hates it when I do this, and she's been listening to this show. So when I talk like this, and when I talk like this,
she gets real mad.
She really doesn't like it when I whistle, when I talk. Say, that works well.
I don't think I can
It's
do
from
that.
Lady and the Tramp.
There's another character that does that.
Yeah, it's the beaver from Lady and the Tramp.
Yeah. All right.
Oh, she can hear me. She just sent me a text.
Great. She laying outside the door. Should we lock the door? She busted down. She was like, stop it right now.
Stop it.
That's funny.
I can hear you.
I love Liz.
I
like
love
her
her
better than
too.
I like you.
Maybe she should take over the show.
All right. We're starting with one, right?
Oh, we're starting with one, yes.
You're
Sorry.
antsy to get to batch two.
I had the wrong glass. So,
all right.
Batch one. All right.
There it is. Very good.
Lost my headphones.
Very good.
All right.
All right. Let me palate cleanse.
She's the best. That was gross.
What'd she send you another message?
No, she sent me a picture.
Uh-oh. I don't want to see it.
Well, it's like an animated GIF.
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 Like the peanut butter.
No.
All right. Batch 2. You're wrong.
Batch 2. Ooh, batch 2 is so much smoother.
Ooh, that's it.
Yeah. Batch 2 is so much smoother.
Okay, whatever I gave batch 1, batch 2 gets another half star or half donut. So
well, I gave batch 1 a 5.
Well, this can still be a 5.
Batch 2 is like a 6.
We can't start doing that because then our scale has no weight to it.
It has no weight to it anyway.
No, well, it's made out of donuts. It's got all the weight in the world to it.
It's got all the calories.
We don't reach for the stars. We reach for the cream fields.
It's got the calories.
Yeah, that batch 2 is where it's at. They have whatever they changed or whatever changed in it. There's a noticeable difference.
There's a huge difference between the two.
And I like 1, but 2 is like, I'm telling you right now, I'm trying to think if I gave batch 1 4 or 4.5 donuts. But this is the closest I've had. This batch 2 is as close as I've had to the Jefferson's Ocean Voyage 3, was it, I think? This might be 5 donut status for me.
Holy cow.
That's really good.
Would you like another?
I better not.
Okay. All right. Well, we have another one to go with anyway.
Yeah, that's why I'm like, I can take a couple sips, but...
Okay.
Yeah.
Well, we have one more to review after this, so...
Man, that's good.
That's really good.
That is one of the smoother bourbons I've ever. I mean, I want more, but I'm trying to cut back on my sampling. The only reason I'm doing this is because it's sponsored and it's a gift.
A GIF or a gift?
A gift.
Okay.
Straight from the great state of Nevada that I've never been to. And
you're missing out.
I
love going to Vegas.
Well, I don't like people. I'll go to Vegas someday.
It's not about the people.
Yeah, but they're there.
I know, but it's about the scenery.
The problem.
Out there. Like, if I'm, you know what? Next time
you're talking about a guy that's content sitting in the woods of Southern Ohio, or eating a burger at a dive bar or something. Like, it's cool to see that. Like, I'd like to travel the world, but if I don't, I think I'll be okay.
You're talking about a guy who would rather just sit where you're sitting and play video games.
That's true.
I don't even have to be sitting in the woods of Ohio.
We're kind of cut from the same loincloth, just different sides of it.
Yeah. I'm on the front side. You're on the brown
Definitely
side.
on the back, man. I get the worst of everything. Story of my life.
I mean, I am perfectly content just sitting at
daily
home.
By the Grand Weenie itself.
Sitting at home doing nothing most of the time.
Yeah.
But
I started exercising again because I sit too much and do too much nothing. This is really good. You know what? I'm going to go ahead and say, because of if it gets to Ohio, this is a 5 donut for me because of availability. I still think I like the Jefferson's Ocean Voyage 3 better, but that's one single voyage. This batch 2, it's up there. This is 4.5. If it gets to Ohio, 5 stars because you can go out and get it any day. Because of the
availability.
Yeah. Where Jefferson's Ocean Voyage 3 is gone. It's set sail. They're on to they're like 9, 10, 12, whatever voyage they're on.
18.
Is it 18?
I think so.
They're up there. This, you know what? This was a fantastic gift. Very well done.
Absolutely.
Very, very well done. Nothing but good things to say about this. I highly recommend it.
This is good. I'm gonna push. I'm gonna hand out some samples to some of the guys that I know. Get a hold of them and make sure that they can get it to some bar owners and some other people that can have some leverage.
Yeah, this stuff needs requested.
This
has to go live on the air to get to Ohio.
Right. So
well done, Nevada.
Well done. Absolutely.
I mean, you've pretty much been majority of the stuff you like. It's really starting to get out of Kentucky. I've always liked Buffalo Trace, which is all Kentucky.
Right.
Not just Buffalo Trace. For those of you who don't know, their distillery does several different types of bourbon.
Well, they've got like 12 different brands that all come out of under the parent of Buffalo Trace, and that's all well and good. And I don't know, I'm kind of over.
I'm not.
Buffalo
I think
Trace.
they got it. I think when you've got it, you've got it.
Well,
and I think they've got it.
They've got it, and that's fine.
With the Eagle Rare,
well, they just released their double Eagle Rare when they had the Ohio lottery for it, and it's $2,000 a bottle, which
I'm not ever going to pay that much.
Well, you're not going to get a bottle
right
at this point, and the secondary market is $20,000.
I know people.
Well, I know people too, but I'm not going to pay.
I'm not paying $2,000.
I'm not going to pay the money for it either. So
now we've got Eureka Gold in a nice little skull.
This is Eureka Gold.
I got about half a skull.
Just jump backwards real quick. The Pack Leader Reserve is a 9-year. It's 100 proof, so it's 50% alcohol, 100 proof. And it is aged 9 years. This was batch 2 and bottle 367. I did jokingly ask for bottle number 2, expecting Joe and Lauren to keep bottle number 1. So I'm like, can I get bottle number 2? But I got bottle 367, and I'm absolutely fine with that.
I don't care what bottle it is.
So if it was bottle 2, I wouldn't have opened it.
We're not going to bite
all.
the bourbon horse in the mouth.
But yeah,
if it was bottle 1, what if they sent you bottle 1?
I'd shit my pants. I would have been like,
then you just have dirty pants. That
right, I would have had dirty pants and an unopened bottle of batch 2. So the next one that we're going to sample is Eureka Gold. It is a straight bourbon whiskey, 92 proof, so 46%. This one I've never had before. I have asked several friends when they were traveling if they could pick me up a bottle of this, and it is always sold out. So that's got to say something.
Well, yeah, if it's always gone, it's usually it's one of two things. It's really cheap, or it's really good. This is not really cheap. Yeah.
So this one is, I don't even know what the price point is for the 750 milliliter bottle.
I'll look it up.
I believe the Pack Leader Reserve is $89.99 a bottle. The small batch with bite that I always have is, I believe, I think it's $30 or $35 a bottle. And I think the Eureka Gold falls right in the middle of that somewhere. So I'm going to go ahead and sample this while you're looking it up.
Okay.
Ooh, it smells really good.
Eureka Gold. Got like 3 texts while trying to Google this.
Ooh, that is different. What is this?
Oh, this price can't be
this
right.
is a wheat. Oh, no, not a wheat. I take that back. I misread that. This is reading.
What size bottle is this?
This bottle that I have in my hand is a 375 milliliter.
No, this price can't be right.
What do you got?
According to TotalWine.com, at a location in Sir Barton, Kentucky, you can get this bourbon whiskey 750 milliliter for $36.99 a bottle.
For the Eureka Gold?
Yeah.
Yeah, that sounds about right then.
So it's twice the size of this. So you're talking $20 in your hand.
Yeah. That sounds right.
That's probably right for
this is a sample bottle. This is a smaller bottle.
I'm used to the.
This is the hip flask bottle that you know the doctors
put it in your purse.
You put it in your purse. You sneak it into stadiums, that type of thing. So, let's see here. I'm trying to do some reading. Eureka, Nevada sits quietly in the Diamond Mountains in the loneliest road in America. The historic treasure traces its mining roots to 1864 and is home to Two Bitch Bourbon. Precious to the last drop of a Eureka Gold, celebrates the legacy of the West. Tip your hat and raise a glass and a toast. For the love of dogs, bourbon, and good times.
So I'm going to give an official review since we've never tried this.
So give it an official review.
The smell is very soft. It's not a strong smell at all.
No, it's not.
I'm hardly getting anything.
It's not very strong at all.
Which my nose does not work well anyway, but it smells very just smooth.
It's different. It's got a slight burn.
I'm not getting much burn.
Just
there's a little
very
bit on
slight.
the aftertaste, yeah. Minor, I would call that minor burn.
Yeah.
It comes on after.
Yeah.
Warms up the chest a little. And I'm just taking a sip. I've got a very small amount here.
Not even
Obviously,
the chest
I don't
for
want to
me.
waste this.
It's the back of the mouth on both sides of the tongue.
Well, that's because you swallow. I just let it ooze down my throat. into my chest cavity.
Well, you're used to that.
into
It's
my
a
belly.
former life.
Absolute former.
Well,
Call that Thursday night.
Porn star, gay porn star.
Yeah, that's what everybody wants to see. I couldn't even get dudes if I wanted to.
Well, you get paid for it, so some people are into
Yeah,
that.
I don't think I'd get paid for it. I think I'd get charged by the end. They're like, you know what? Oh, hi, Mom.
Sorry, Sharon.
What am I doing here? So, it is different. I don't know how to describe it. It's got a. If
mellow.
ever I had a floral smell or taste, this would be it.
Yeah, it's
we was talking about
mellow.
we'd never get floral.
This
Very
has
mellow,
that.
yes.
It's very mellow. It has, but I don't know what the floral is.
I don't either. It's not like strong. It's
No.
not like I'm chewing on potpourri or nothing.
No.
It's just it's not as sweet and caramely, I guess.
No, there's no.
It's a
I don't.
lighter color.
I don't get those the baking notes like
Right.
the brown sugars, the caramels, the vanillas. This is more.
This is good.
I like it.
It's not as sweet, but I don't mean that in a bad way.
No.
Though I like sweet stuff. It's not sweet, but it's good.
I'm trying to figure it out.
Yeah, man, that's a different taste.
I'm really trying to figure it out. I like it.
I can't place my finger on it.
But I'm not really good at doing bourbon tasting, or whiskey tasting.
No, we are not professionals.
I'm nowhere near a professional. But I like it. I do like it a lot.
But if somebody wants to pay us, we can be professional. Or you gotta
I
be
don't know that.
professionals, get paid to
I
do
don't even
something.
know that if you paid me, I could be professional. To be honest,
The definition of being a professional is getting paid to do something. If you get paid, you're a professional at it. You are in that profession.
that's true. But
Doesn't
even
mean
then,
you're the best at it.
well, no. But even then, you have to.
I mean, look
In
at
some
like,
cases, you have to act a certain way.
screw that.
Well, I'm not. I can't. I mean,
Nah,
I just
I
called
think
you a
they're-
gay porn star.
I think there's all kinds of different. It runs the gamut. Like all professional athletes aren't all the same. They're not all as equally good. They're not all. They don't all talk the same, act the same, dress the same.
Right.
You know, you got some that are real cocky and arrogant, and you got some that are real chill and donate to charities, and so you can be a professional. How many donuts you giving that Eureka Gold?
So that one, I'm going to give that. I think a 3.75. Are we doing quarters?
I thought
or
we
are
were just doing
halves?
halves.
So it's 3.5. I'll give that.
Okay, I was going to give it a 3.5 too. That's exactly what was in my mind. Which is not to say it's bad. It's very good.
No, it's very. I mean, I like it. It's very different.
Yeah.
But if I'm stacking everything up against Two Bitch with Bite, Pack Leader Reserve, and then Virgil Kane,
yeah.
This
Yeah, that
this
pack leader,
falls
that pack leader batch 2,
the batch. God, that batch.
that's really good.
That's so good. That's so good. You guys,
Send more of that.
Joe and Lauren, you guys knocked it out of the park with the batch too.
Can you ship a skid? We just want to give out samples. If you can ship a pallet to the same address,
Ship a bunch of 2-ounce
hey,
pallets.
we'll even pay shipping. Martell's got you covered.
Oh yeah. Just freight
him.
Freight
Can you
a pallet
overnight that
of
for us?
2-ounce bottles.
Hey, because of us, they are going to have like 7 more people know who they are. So I think they owe us a few grand for the batch number 2.
Right.
But for real, very good. Very
It
good
is-
product. Thank you
so
so
good.
much for sending this to Martell. We are going to get this to some of our, I don't know, I don't want to call them connections. They're buddies that have connections.
They are people that I don't know that I'm in a bourbon club with or
Right.
bourbon Facebook group with.
That makes it official.
That makes it officially official. That I am going to. I'm in the process of purchasing some 2-ounce sample bottles anyway, so that I can do
Right. Get out samples. Right.
for other stuff. So I'm going to put probably I may take about half the bottle ish, put them in 2-ounce bottles and hand them out as samples to some of the fine folks on that board that may have some influence with OHLQ and with our person in charge. I'll be nice right now. with calling names.
Yeah, let's not call names. That doesn't benefit anybody.
No,
right?
it doesn't, but it's fun.
That's always fun.
Yeah. So,
I only call people I love names. And people I don't even like.
hey,
It's
honey
weird.
bunny.
Hey, sexy legs.
Hey, douchebag.
Oh. You in a different way.
I went both ways.
All right. Well,
Hey.
hey, what you doing a Tuesday night at your own home?
I'll see you next Tuesday.
Yeah, you will.
Go ahead and put the first letters together. See you next Tuesday.
Well, C starts with an S. U starts with a Y. S-Y-N-T. Saint.
C-U-U. Next Tuesday.
So, on to, what else we talking about? We got to keep this show rated PG.
Anyway, we got to keep going. All right, so definitely check out Two Bitch Bourbon. I will put all the information in the show. Huge thank you to Joe and Lauren for sending everything over.
I'm thinking that for you. That was a great gift.
That is an amazing gift.
They are officially a sponsor of this episode.
They are, you know what? They're a lifetime sponsor. I don't care.
Well, I was trying to get a pallet out of them. Your sales tactics suck. Stay in IT.
You know what? I will continue to support them.
Well, you're going to support them as in you're going to buy it regardless of whether they support us or not.
I'm going to buy it.
They could write us like, you guys suck, we hated the episode, and you're still going to buy the product.
I'm still going to buy the product because I love the product.
And I would not.
I can't remember if I started following them on Instagram or if they started following me on Instagram. Either way,
they followed my Chieftain Forage. They've here and there like a picture and interact.
Yeah.
I'm about getting ready to do this event this weekend. Well, as of the airing, it'll be last weekend. Getting some black coal in my lungs, so send me another bottle to help wash that out.
Wear a respirator.
I can't. They didn't wear respirators in the late 1700s. They all died by the age of 28.
But what's more important, dying by 28 or wearing a respirator?
Looking cool. You gotta go out like James Dean, man. He died in a fiery car crash because he's an idiot, but
that
awesome
Porsche's still on the road, killing people.
Yeah.
It's possessed.
It happens.
I want a Porsche like his. I need a Speedster.
You don't need one. You want one.
No, I need one.
You just said, I want one like his, and then I need
one.
No,
I said I need one like his.
You said
just like I need that S5 downstairs. By the way, that's for sale for $25,000. Please reach out to Brandon Martelle on Facebook.
Yeah, buy the Udi.
It's for sale. But huge thanks.
I will buy it right now.
And a big shout out to Two Bitch Bourbon.
I'll buy it right now for a bottle. I'll buy you your own bottle of Batch 2 and half of what you paid for it.
No.
All right. Well, I tried.
You tried.
All right. Let's get on with it.
Not going to work. All right. So we are also doing a AMA. Ask me anything. Or in this case, a AUA. Ask us anything. So our first question, I'm just going to go right into this because Scott Nagy was the first person to post a question.
That is
that's your buddy.
My fortune
who
buddy.
Spells Scott with an X, and my middle name is Scott, and I spell mine with a C.
Michael Scott spells his with a C.
And I spell mine with 2 T's, and he spells his with 2 T's. But our difference is X and C.
You poured yourself a little bit more, I noticed, on that batch, too. Are you starting to feel it?
No, I'm just looking at this X, and it's really throwing me off.
Yours, but... All right, what was this question?
If you are flying across the river in your concrete canoe and the wheels fall off, why don't the goldfish like ice cream?
Well, easy. They don't have taste buds.
I was thinking more along the lines that there's a hole in your canoe and your Fred
Exactly.
Because I can't say Fred Flintstone.
Well, here's the thing, though. The whole flying in the concrete canoe and the wheels fall off is irrelevant because in the end the question is, why doesn't the goldfish eat ice cream?
Because it's...
So everything else leading up to that, while humorous, irrelevant. Throw it out. I appreciate the thought that went into that. But they don't eat ice cream because they don't have taste buds.
Can we? I'm done. Can we just go back to why last week's episode of Black People Asking White People Questions?
Why are we going back to that?
Because I'm done.
With what?
All of this AMA stuff.
We've asked one question.
I know.
You're starting to feel it. Your eyes have changed, my friends, as you poured yourself another.
I know. All right. I can't even... Fucking, my mind's blown.
That's one.
That's one. I got what, 30 minutes into a show, and that's one, or 20 minutes into a show. Whew. All right. Trisha Encino. I hope I pronounced your name right, Trisha. I'm sorry. And Mike. Is a hot dog a sandwich?
No.
Why not?
Because a hot dog's its own thing. A sandwich, you have bread as a base. It's a foundation.
Right.
A proper sandwich, you have meat, cheese, toppings, condiments, and then bun on top or bread for a roof. That's a sandwich. Hot dog is more like a concrete canoe with wheels. You lay the meat into the bread.
Turn it on its side.
Completely different. Doesn't matter. It's still sealed on one side.
Doesn't have to
You turn
be.
on your side, it turns into a sub or a hoagie.
Turn it.
Which is a type of sandwich. But if I see you eat a hot dog on the side, I'm going to smack it out of your hand.
Hold on. You take a hot dog, depending on the type of hot
what?
dog it is. Hot dog.
Hot dog?
Hot dog.
Hot
Hot
dog.
dog. Hot dog.
Wow. All right, let's go on. You get a hot dog.
All right, color.
Collar.
Collar. Collar number 5.
Lancaster.
Whatever. You take it, depending on the hot dog,
Depending on the hot dog.
you
the
may
beef
use a piece of
frank,
bread.
You may.
And
But
that
then you're
piece
still
of
putting
bread,
a
nope.
tubular meat.
You may take a piece of bread, lay that piece of bread out flat. You may take that hot dog. You may slice that hot dog in half.
Then you made a sandwich.
So is a hot dog a
No.
sandwich?
Let me
And
ask
then
you
you
this.
may lay the meat as the foundation with a piece
Well, the
of
bread's
cheese.
the foundation.
Well, you may lay the bread, the meat, the cheese, the lettuce, the tomato, and
Then you
may
made
make
a sandwich.
So
You're no longer eating a hot dog.
it is a hot dog is
Let me ask you this.
is tube steak.
Let me ask you this.
It's a meat.
You
It's
go
tube
in.
meat.
You go into the new Kroger in Grove City on 665. You go to their deli or their bar where you can order food. And you order a sandwich, ham and cheese sandwich. What do you get?
You get bread, ham, cheese, bread.
All right. Now you go down to aisle 12 and pick up a pack of hot dogs. What do you get? You get a pack of hot dogs. That's a hot dog.
You go
What
in,
you put it on is
hold
irrelevant.
Right.
It's a hot dog.
You order
The
ham.
tubular meat of questionable content
Ham.
is the hot dog. The bread's irrelevant and the build's irrelevant. A hot dog
Ham sandwich.
is tube meat.
Right. Ham sandwich. The same thing with ham, though. You can make that argument with ham. Ham sandwich is just ham. I'm on a hot dog
Have
sandwich.
you ever gone anywhere that serves a hot dog sandwich ever in your life?
I've never called it a hot dog sandwich, but if I go in
Because they
someplace
don't
and-
make them, so it's not a sandwich.
but labeled under menus, on menus, hot dog falls under the sandwich menu.
Anywhere that serves a hot dog,
They put
serves
it under a
bunch of
sandwich.
them, and they list it under hot dogs. It's like a Coney place.
No.
Yeah,
If they specialize in hot dogs,
hot dogs. You're killing me with this.
I'm going to kill you literally.
Well, Beth will be rich.
Well, I'm helping out your family.
They can buy all the hot dog sandwiches they want.
If they want a hot dog,
it's
then
not
they
a
can get
sandwich.
themselves a hot dog.
Not a sandwich.
I don't understand.
Well, there's a lot I
If
feel
you
like
use
you
a,
understand.
if you use a hot dog bun, then it's not open on the other end. But if you use 2 pieces of bread, because my sister and I are white trash millionaires and we used bread
I use bread for everything.
Right.
Get your hamburger bun, this, that.
or tortilla,
So, okay, a hot dog is a quote-unquote a sandwich. But when you eat a hamburger, when you make a hamburger, sans
it goes
bun,
on a hamburger.
sans bun.
Right.
I'm saying just the meat, the patty.
It's still a hamburger.
Right. And a hot dog, sans bun is what?
Still a hot dog.
What's a sandwich?
It's whatever you put in between the 2 pieces of bread.
It's made up. So technically a hot dog per
Is
the
a
question,
sandwich.
No. Hold on. Hear me out.
No,
Yes.
no.
The hot dog isn't a sandwich.
Hold
You
on,
can-
we got it. We got a question.
You can make a hot dog sandwich, but a hot dog in and of itself is not a sandwich. It's just meat, like ham or hamburger or turkey. So, no, a hot dog is not a sandwich. If you're talking about a hot dog with a bun, and you have to go through all that to explain why it's a sandwich, it's way too much work. It's still
But
not
you
a
have to go
sandwich.
through all that to explain what a ham sandwich is.
No, you don't. You say ham sandwich, everybody knows what you're getting.
What's a hot
You
dog
say
sandwich?
hot dog sandwich, everyone's going to go, what the? You mean just a hot dog on a bun? And then you got to go, no, I want you to slice it, which they're not going to do. Put it on a bun with all the accoutrement, and
What?
slather some mustard and ketchup on it.
Was that Notre Dame in Paris?
Yeah. Well, it was till it burned down.
Well, shit. The roof.
This hot dog
The
sandwich
roof-
is toasted.
The roof is on fire.
All right, so what's next? Hot dog's not
So a
sandwich.
hot dog
Moving
is
on.
a sandwich.
No. Unless you order a hot dog sandwich, then you have a hot dog sandwich. But a hot dog is
But
not a
so
sandwich.
a hot dog sandwich.
A hot dog sandwich is a sandwich.
So a hot dog sandwich.
No.
Hot dog sandwich?
No, you're starting to slur more. What's the next question?
Sandwich. Let's see the next thing. Oh, I lost my place. Hold on, because we got a message. Preferred toy: Battle Beast or Spinjin Ninjas?
I don't know what either of those are.
Are you
what
shitting
12-year-old
me?
wrote that in? I don't know what those are.
Battle Beasts were amazing.
Well, I was poor. We had battle sticks.
Whoa.
I don't know if battle beasts are
Battle
or
Beasts
were.
were little. I'll have to go find mine because I still have them.
You would.
I would, yes. Battle Beasts were little, like you could have an octopus or a lion or a tiger or a bear. Oh my.
You sure you guys weren't just playing with animal crackers?
No. They were. I think it was Mattel. I think it was Mattel that made them, or Mattel or Hasbro, because there was only two companies back then. And then they had one of the five elements: wind, water, fire.
Wind, water, hot dog sandwiches,
hot dog water,
and heart.
It was wind, water, hot dog water, fire, wood.
You just summoned white trash rurally, Captain Planet.
I did.
He comes out here like, recycle your beer cans, kids, with a big old fat belly.
He's like, Bush Light.
His cape's like a towel tied around his neck.
He's like, hot dog water will make you lose weight.
Still got the same mullet.
No, they were...
Well, then you give your opinion, because I've never heard of either of them.
So, and Spinjin Ninjas, I think they were a little... You took a little ninja, and you put it into I don't know what the contraption was you called it, but you would twist it up and you put this little thing in it. There was a ninja,
and shoot it out.
And you hit a button and it would spin out like
Never
a top.
heard of it.
It was like battling tops. You put two tops up against each other, and then one would kick the other one out.
We got those wrestlers you stuck on your thumb and thumb wrestled.
You were fucking poor,
dude. Dirt.
So.
Day poor.
I'm going with both.
You can't. You have to pick one or the other. That's what the
Battle Beast. Battle Beast. Battle Beast.
Never heard of them. I'm going with Spinjin Ninjas just because to be different. I don't know what either is.
So that was we were talking about longtime friends.
Yeah.
That's my buddy Aaron. Okay. Battle Beast. So
were you guys Battle Beast buddies?
We were. We took all my sister's Barbies, stripped them naked, tied them up in Castle Grayskull, and then the Battle Beast beat the shit out of them.
Yeah, that's why you got the Barbies naked. Liar.
Well, one, it pissed off my sister, and two, we used Castle Grayskull from He-Man. That's where the Battle Beasts reside.
Okay. Justify how you want.
Because Castle Grayskull was not the scale of He-Man.
Right.
They even went over that in the documentary for He-Man.
Wow.
Yeah, I watched the documentary of He-Man.
Apparently.
So,
you and Gary Wayne would be geeking out right now.
I know.
Oh, hello.
Yeah, that was loud. Boom. You guys didn't hear that, but we got it through our headphones. Next question, because we're going backwards. Lavanya. What is your favorite all-time movie and why?
Shawshank Redemption, hands down.
Why?
I think it's just very well written. I love the imagery, the camera work. I love the actors. I think they were perfect. Originally, Morgan Freeman was not supposed to play Red. And the line where he is asked, why do they call you Red? He says, I don't really know. And then he says, maybe it's because I'm Irish. That was a line from the book. The joke was, yeah, he's black. He's obviously not Irish, but they left it in the movie when he improv'd it. I've watched a lot of documentaries on that movie. I kind of geeked about it. I love everything about it. I love Mansfield Reformatory, the prison. The story itself is fascinating to me, I guess, because it really shows across several different characters the human condition, the human psyche. You've got guys in there that are off their rocker and trying to rape other dudes. You've got a guy that's innocent. You got a guy that's guilty and knows he's guilty and is okay with it. You know, you get the young punk to come in. That shows a changing, the way that they show the span of years, just by the changing of the poster. I just think it's a very well done, very well written movie. And it's kind of one of the original, not originals, came out in '94, but one of those plot twist kind of movies.
Yeah.
You know, when his cell was empty and they found out how he got out, and then they showed how he broke through the sewage drain and crawled out and all that. And I was like, you know, took him 17 years to tunnel out of there. That's dedication, you know. Most people after like 3 weeks will be like, I'm good. Now there's just a giant dent in my wall.
I would have given up after probably like a couple hours.
Yeah, and watching it back through the years, all the little nuances and references with like the biblical verses that they throw at each other, the Warden and Andy Dufresne. I actually, when I was younger and had a place I was with a buddy, I bought 2 white mice with red eyes for no reason.
So albinos.
Yeah, they're white mice, and no other reason than just to have 2 mice. Like we didn't have a dog, we couldn't have a dog or anything, and I had one of those wireframe cages where I snipped some of the wires so I could put a feeding bottle like through it, so they could reach it better.
Yeah,
and one kept escaping, so I named him Dufresne after Andy Dufresne, who escaped in Shawshank. But that's my all-time favorite. Now, if you go like favorite comedy, favorite
all-time favorite movie, that's the
all-time favorite, Shawshank Redemption, hands down. What about you?
Super Troopers.
Ooh, that's a good one.
I mean, it's comedies. Just I like comedies over everything else.
I do too.
I mean, it's Shawshank's good. I mean, but I'm not like a movie guy. Like, I don't sit and just watch
either.
Movies.
I've not seen one single Avengers movie, and everybody freaks out.
Those are good. The Avenger movie. I mean, I've watched them all just because I like the Avenger movies. Star Wars. I've watched all the Star Wars movies. But Super Troopers, for whatever reason,
dude, it's always funny.
I can sit and watch that movie, and every time I know what's coming up, I'm gonna laugh my ass off.
I can quote the whole movie as it plays, and I've
seen the movie probably 150 times. It drove Liz nuts because I will sit and watch the movie, and I will just say it along. Ramathorn says his lines. Everybody says their lines. Rabbit says their lines. I'm just right there with them. Boom, 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 boom. Liz is like,
which is amazing.
She's like, "Will you shut?"
Because you can barely
up?
talk half the time.
Yeah, I know.
Hut dog.
But it's like memorizing a song.
Yeah.
You sing along with the song.
Yeah.
I'm just right there with you. It's repetition, muscle memory.
Right.
Super Troopers 2, not as good.
It wasn't as
Watched
good.
it twice. Not one bear fucker comment throughout the whole.
Well, why would they do the same joke? You don't pay to see the same comedian do the same joke 50
You're right,
times.
you don't. But there wasn't
like
even
Jeff Foxworthy in a movie.
I think there was one reference to having the bear costume.
What do you want to do? Make 2 hours of talking
No.
one scene?
It's not even that. But they made a reference to the costume, I think. But then never went anywhere with it. Hey, you still got that bear costume?
Well, yeah, that was the joke. That's all they needed. Less is more. If they would have brought out the bear costume and did it again, I would have been upset. I've been like, you're doing the same joke. It's not funny now.
But that's the thing. That's the movie is the same thing over again in a different costume.
No, it's not.
Yeah, it is.
It's really not.
But
you just said yourself they didn't do enough of the bear costume, which they did in the first one. So you're saying that
they did
not like
5
the original.
minutes in the one costume, in the bear costume.
Yeah, in the first movie.
In the first,
they
movie.
did none in the second. Therefore,
they did
not
none
the same.
But it's the same antics. It's pulling the same.
Yeah,
it's pulling. So they pulled over Jim Gaffigan in Mountie costumes.
Yeah,
they did the same joke in Mountie costumes with Jim Gaffigan.
Right.
They did the same joke.
So Super Troopers 2, if it's the same, is just as good then.
It wasn't just as good though.
Because it wasn't the same.
It was okay.
For a sequel, dude,
sequels are never as good as
but
other than Back to the Future.
Here's my point. Joe Dirt 2
sucked.
Made me almost dislike Joe Dirt 1 a little bit less, and I love Joe Dirt. That is David Spade's finest work without Chris Farley.
Oh, absolutely.
Super Troopers 2 did not make me feel less about Super Troopers.
No.
It wasn't as good.
I look at Super Troopers
it wasn't
2.
That bad.
I look at Super Troopers.
Supers?
Stupers. Super Troopers 2 as a separate movie altogether from Super Troopers 1.
Okay.
It's not. I don't even look at it as a sequel. It's a separate movie altogether.
Okay.
Like, it's not even.
We said Back to the Future. Those are all separate movies. They just have the same concept. They go back to different times in history and in the future.
Well, all the Back to the Future trilogy all runs
congruent
off
but they
of
all
itself.
stand alone too.
But they could stand alone.
So that's what I'm saying. They're all kind of their own thing.
But they all reference back to the previous
it's all time
movie.
travel.
But it's time travel, so it's difficult
all the same
to.
stuff.
No.
Yep.
No.
Sure is.
No.
Next question.
No, we're not done yet. You can't put off time
opinion?
travel because of.
Put off time travel.
You can't say, oh, it's because it's time travel. It's just blah, 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 blah. They
But
all
you're
reference
saying-
back to the two previous.
So like Super
the
Troopers
previous
2
movies.
reference back to Super Troopers 1.
They made one reference. That's
They're
it.
the same dudes doing the same job. It's literally the same thing.
I know, but they're doing it in different costumes, and they made one reference to.
So because they were
they
Canadian
just
Mounties,
waved off
that's
a
what you're upset
conference.
about.
They're just fucking Mounties. They just
this
made
all goes back to your hate for Canadians. I've got to the root of it.
goddamn Canadians.
You're so angry right now.
I hate Canadians.
Next question.
It all comes to the. If you were to able to take a year off of work and the money was not a problem, what would you do?
Sleep.
Really?
I would travel some. I would blacksmith a lot. I'd try to go to different blacksmith schools. I'd play a lot of music just for fun. But I'd probably, you know what I'd do? I'd probably get one of those schooly house buses and travel a lot. Go to the Pacific Northwest, go to Montana.
In a
see the Grand
VW bus?
Canyon. Nope. Schoolie.
I don't
Not
know.
a VW bus.
I don't
A
know
school
what's-
bus
I don't
converted
know.
into a camper. Hit the road.
Why don't you just get an RV?
Nope.
It's not.
RVs are
Money's
garbage.
not money's not
School
an option.
buses last 30 years. RVs don't.
If you take care of them, they will.
No.
Well, you only have a year, so it doesn't matter.
Fine. You get a nice RV, you're spending 120 grand. I can get a really nice school bus that's converted for $3 grand.
It doesn't matter. Money is not an option.
Why is so no money's ever an option? So I'm a multi-billionaire?
Right now,
I thought it meant like you don't have to worry about maintaining lifestyle for a year.
right
like
now it
paying your
says
bills.
if you were able to take a year off
Oh.
and money is not a problem, what would you do?
invest all that money so I can
You
live the rest
have-
of my life that way.
Right. So you have no issue. Right now, money's not an option.
And then I'd buy a schoolie and travel. I don't want an RV.
Visa's giving you so in this scenario, Visa's giving you a credit card.
Carte blanche, spend as much as you want.
Spend as much as you want.
I'd buy
Money's
as many
not an
expensive
option.
things as I could so when that year's up I can sell them all and retire. That's
Okay.
what I do.
All right.
Real estate, expensive cars. Because if I'm not paying for them up front, I don't care if they lose resale value because it's still money in my pocket.
Right.
So,
Okay.
yeah, that's what I'd do. If
All right.
that's how we're looking at it, I would buy as much crap as I could. At the end of the year, I'd sell it all, live off of it, donate a bunch of it, buy an
Okay.
island.
All right.
I think that's what I'd do.
All right. That's. I mean, it.
And I'd travel
the
in a school
question.
bus.
The question that Liz. The next several questions come from my wife. If you were able to take a year off of work and money were not a problem, what would you do?
That's what I'd do.
I'm
What would you
reading
do?
that as you have a credit card with an unlimited funds.
Yep.
What would you do for the next year?
I'd run that sucker up as high as I could.
And you don't
If I
have
don't
to.
have
You don't.
any-
You don't have to pay for it at the
Yeah.
end. Money's
I'd-
not a problem.
You know what I'd do? There's one thing I would do. I'd donate $1.1 billion to Notre Dame just to watch people freak out.
Well, people are freaking out now anyway. There's
That's my point.
protests
That's
right
my
now
point.
about that.
I would donate to fix Notre Dame, Notre Dame, if we're being politically correct, or just calling it what it's named, and just watch people flip their lid.
I would potentially do the same in a different manner. I would
Drugs. You would start your drug cartel. The Martelle cartel.
probably pretty close.
Call it the drug
I
martel.
would probably take that credit card and invest. I would be like invest in
yeah,
everything.
But in what? Everything?
Everything. I mean, why not?
Bitcoin. I just buy all Bitcoin.
Bitcoin, marijuana, everything.
You can just buy marijuana now if you want.
I mean, right. But I would just be like Bill Gates, be like
But I mean, that's
billion in
what I was saying,
marijuana, billion in 401, billion in this,
guns,
billion in
ammo, and
this.
liquor. That's three things that will never lose value.
Right. I would just invest in everything. Literally, I'd be like Elon Musk, Invest in this.
Put a spaceship on a boat.
Invest in this.
So we're both doing the same thing. We're just trying to find a way to make money continuously.
Yeah, it would just be...
I don't think that's what your wife wanted, but that's our answer.
That's fine. Cash, take it out every day. I would just go to the bank and be like, what's the max I can take out? Take out cash every day.
Next question. That was easy.
Here's the next one from Liz. We already talked about this one, but what superpower do you wish you had?
Yeah, we talked about this. Invisibility. And you originally said flying, then you changed it to...
And then I changed it like 4 different times.
Yeah. Yeah, I forgot.
It would be to bend time and space. So basically time travel.
Yeah. I don't know if that's a superpower. Who has that one? Does somebody have that one?
Nightcrawler can potentially do that.
You can't really time travel, though.
No, but he can travel between... He can teleport, which is...
yeah, I was going to say, you don't time travel. You
depending on who you...
So I don't think anybody... There's no time travel... Like, we're all talking hypothetical.
Well,
there's no
it depends
official...
on it depends on who you look at. So I don't think anybody in... No, Cable traveled through time.
Unassisted? Or is it some device? Like a DeLorean?
No, I think his arm. He's got a cyberkinetic arm.
Okay, so it was a device.
Yeah, he's
you
got
can do that without a superpower then if it's a device.
But he's got other stuff. He's a cyborg essentially.
Because any device doesn't make you a superhero. So you could like have invisibility and time travel-y arm.
Right. But
well, give me that then. If we can add on extras.
I don't know if there's somebody on DC. Like the Flash can travel through time. Because he runs so fast.
That's debatable.
Well, they do it on the TV
time
show
never stops.
every week.
I know, but regardless how fast he runs, time doesn't stop moving.
No, it doesn't stop. There's nothing about time to stop moving. He just travels through time because he runs so fast.
I think it's just running fast. If time doesn't stop and he's not traveling to a different period of time.
No, he travels through a different period of time and
he just moves really fast in a second. Where it normally take 8 hours. It's not really time travel.
No, he travels to. There's a whole like flash period that he travels into that allows him to travel to different points in time.
That don't make any sense at all.
Yeah,
that's far fetched.
It's a comic book. What's it matter?
Yeah, it's far fetched for a comic book, is what I meant.
Nah.
I mean, running that fast is far fetched for real life.
So, all right, next question.
That's faster than Insane Bolt.
Well, he's an idiot.
Okay.
If there were only one restaurant you were allowed to eat at, which one would you hope it was?
What I hope it was? So this is like not set in stone.
No.
It's just I hope I could eat there?
You hope you could eat there.
What do you think mine is?
Little Caesars.
No. I thought you'd say habaneros, but it's not even that.
No.
Smoky Mountain Brewery in Tennessee. Give me that L steak every time. L steak and eggs for breakfast. L steak and broccoli beer cheese for lunch and dinner. I'm good. I would eat there every meal, every day if I could.
This is a really tough question.
It's just say which one do you hope. So it's basically like what's your favorite restaurant? Like
it is, but
if you could eat this place every meal, what would you pick?
There's like a 10% chance, though,
that you eat anywhere else.
That you don't get to eat there.
Right, so you just get something else you like you do now.
No, you get someplace that you hate.
It doesn't say that.
You could.
You could do that now.
I know, that's the problem. Like, you don't get to go someplace you like.
So why is it so hard to answer?
Because
it's literally just better than what your life is now.
Because there are days that I go to Pink Cricket and I'm like, I don't want to fucking eat here.
What's that got to do with naming your favorite place, bro? You're
because
going off a
it says
deep
you
end.
hope.
Yeah, I hope.
There are days I hope I get to go to
the.
There are days that I hope that I get to go to the Cherry Street
You're looking
Pub.
way too far into this.
No.
Just pick a freaking restaurant. Yeah, you really are.
I mean, there are days I hope I get to go to Taco Bell and I end up going
way too far into this.
Someplace else.
It's basically asking what's your favorite place that you would eat at the majority of the time.
I don't have one.
That's a weak answer. You don't have any place you love over everything else.
Yeah, Chi-Chi's and it's gone.
Well, there you go. Crushed your souls and dreams.
I can't get that seafood nacho.
You can still say, I hope I can eat at Chi-Chi's. I would wish to eat at Chi-Chi's.
I can't get that seafood nacho no more.
I don't think that was seafood, bro. I don't even think those were real nachos.
Get some crabs.
What's the next question?
No more crabs for me.
Go to Red Lobster for that. God. Lobster.
The lobster's disgusting. What is the dumbest thing you spent money on?
Ever?
It just says what? Liz is just asking, what's the dumbest thing you spent money on?
So it could be like a quarter for a stick of gum, really.
It could be.
Dumbest thing I ever spent money on was a Volkswagen. Either
Jetta.
the Jetta or the Passat, either one. They're both complete trash, and I hope to never. If I want a free Volkswagen, they said, here's the deal, you have to keep it and you have to drive it for life, I would, as long as I didn't have to put any money into the maintenance outside of regular oil changes and gas. I hate Volkswagens with a passion. Now, granted, when I speak on this, so many Volkswagen guys are like, oh, the MK7 is good, and the 1982 bus is all. I'm not talking air-cooled. I'm not talking this. Specifically, the 1.8 turbo engine with all the electrical gremlins, with the oil plugs popping out of the pans left and right. Those cars were complete trash. That's the dumbest thing I've ever spent money on. The end. What's yours?
It's definitely not the engagement ring I bought.
Why would you mention that then?
I love you, Liz.
It was the engagement ring, wasn't it?
No.
You're so weird.
I know. What is the dumbest thing you spend money on?
I'm trying to think of if there's any worse.
No, I just said that to get her riled up because I was talking like this, and she can hear it.
She's going to kick down that door and shake you, and we're like, that's it, folks. I'm out of here.
Like, I'm going to kill you.
This is Randy from Martelle, who's bleeding out on the ground.
She stabbed me.
We may or may not have an episode next week.
Oh, what is the dumbest thing? There's so much dumb shit that I've spent money on.
I mean, there's a lot.
There's
just have
so much, like...
angst towards that Jetta.
What though? Like, what do I want to call out that I've spent money on that has been so stupid? Because if it were Liz, I mean, Liz is asking this question. She would tell you every car part I've ever bought for any car.
But we're not asking her.
Yeah, I know.
We're asking you.
For me, God, what? I don't know. I can't think. This is where short-term memory loss has its advantages because I don't remember shit. I have CYA or what is it? CRS. I have CRS.
Yeah,
can't remember shit.
CYA is something completely different.
Yeah, I have CYA all the time and CRS every time. I don't know. What was the last thing I spent money on? I don't spend money on a lot of stuff. Probably a pack of gum. I don't know. I honestly don't know because I don't spend money that often. Probably all this podcast gear that we're using that.
Oh, don't say it. You were just telling me how many downloads we're getting in the last few weeks. Don't even say that. Get off your pity party. We love our listeners.
All
both of them.
Honestly, you know what? I do have something. The last thing that I spent money on that was stupid was that Audi A4. I should have done a little bit more research on that A4 and that motor.
So it both comes back to German vehicles.
No, it's not German vehicles.
Well, the Audi's a German. I'm not saying in general. I'm saying that is a German vehicle, and mine was a German vehicle.
Right.
That's
because that S5 has no issues whatsoever.
Right.
But that A4 had that
That's
oil
what I'm saying.
issue.
My specific.
And that didn't come up in any of the research that I was looking at.
Yep.
So I should have dug deeper.
Issue.
I should have dug deeper.
Yep.
Yours had a sludge issue.
Yep. And electrical issues.
Yeah, mine had a consumption issue, and not tuberculosis.
Just a little thirsty.
It just drank it up and shit it out.
So basically, we're professionals and don't buy bad German vehicles. Only buy nice German vehicles.
I buy fantastic German vehicles.
Don't buy any German vehicles.
Buy all the German vehicles.
No,
my next car will be
trash.
it'll be another Audi. It'll be amazing. It'll have 650 horsepower, and it'll be a twin turbo V8.
Trash.
Next question. What's the best decision you ever made? Buying that engagement ring that I mentioned. Redeemed. debatable.
Not taking my wife to prom.
Wow.
I asked her out in 8th grade on a Friday. She said yes. She dumped me on a Monday. Senior prom rolls around. She wanted me to ask her, and I didn't.
You didn't.
No, we were really good friends. I would say marrying my wife is by far the best decision I've made. I always said, I'm not going to sit here and play like, oh, man, before I was Billy Bad A, and I'd ride around on my Harley and smoke my Marlboro Reds, and I'd shoot people and
In
stab
your case,
people.
it was drive around in your cell and smoke your pipe.
Nope. No, actually, back then was when I was smoking Marlboros in a torso. No, I was just an idiot. Now I'm an idiot with my mouth, but then I was an idiot with my actions too. I made a lot of dumb decisions and kind of calmed down. A few years after we got married, I finally calmed down, but it was because of her. And man, now our show sounds mushy and stupid. What's the next question?
Oh, okay, so we're doing that now. All right. What lesson you've learned that is what's a lesson you've learned that has stuck with you?
Don't smoke crack. Learned that from watching The Waterboy. Still haven't smoked crack. Must have worked.
All right. Well, I would use that in my old drug running days, but
I'd say a lesson that I learned that stuck with me, one Dad always taught me, was never start a fight, but finish every fight you're in. He
I was
told
told
me
that one.
as a kid, he said, I don't care if you get in a fight, just don't be the one to start it. And he said, I don't care if you claim to be a winner or if you lost. Make sure the other guy remembers. And then my grandpa and my dad taught me, I've said it before, basically your name and reputation can only be, you can give it away, but nobody can take it from you.
Right.
If you're an upstanding, good working, honest man, regardless of what you say or mess around with, if you're true to your word at the core root of things, which I feel like I am. A lot of people don't like me, and I'm okay with that because I do say things that are real off cuff, off the collar. I don't have a filter a lot of times, but a long time ago I quit worrying about other people's feelings, and I've been happier because of it.
I mean, I don't like you, but that's not for any of those reasons.
That's fine. I don't care. When it comes down to it, though, I try to be a good friend, good husband, good father, good teammate, whatever it is, good employee. And I really try to think about my father's and my grandfather's legacy and how people remember them. And, I've got 2 boys now. So, yeah, I would say don't be afraid to defend yourself and, watch your name and reputation.
Right. I will agree with that. Stick up for your actions. Accept blame when it's your fault. Yeah. That was a big one that I always had.
That's hard to do.
If you're at fault for something or if you do something wrong, accept the blame for it.
Right. It's your fault.
It's your fault, Own it before someone else calls you out for it.
Well, because then it turns into it's like you try to defend why it's not your fault more.
Right. Because I do that shit at work all the time. It's like I'll walk up to my boss like, oh, hey, by the way, this happened. Here's why. And someone may come and say something to you about it. Yeah, I did it, and here's why it happened. Or here's what I said and why I said it.
Right.
Because I do that a lot. I've had to defend some actions here recently, and what I've said and what was meant behind it, so things didn't get twisted. Some of the other stuff was like literally driving. Like driving lessons.
Yeah.
When you're driving, some of the stuff that stuck with me, don't watch the car, watch the tires on the road.
Yep, Dad taught me that. Tires don't lie.
If you see the tires start coming towards the stripes on the road, then you know the person's not paying attention to what they're doing or they have intentions to come over or whatever the case is.
Or if you're ever to stop and one of the, like if you're in between 2 lanes and one vehicle starts moving, the other don't, it can mess with your perception.
Right.
I always check the tires. Are they rolling or am I rolling back? Or
yep.
I mean, in automatic, you don't worry about rolling backwards, but
yeah. Watch but on the highway.
Yep.
Watch the tires.
Tires and the dashes in the road.
Because you can see.
I do that semis all the time.
Yeah, I'm always looking at tires, and watch the people ahead of you, not the person in front of you.
Well, yeah, you need to know what they're doing.
Well, if
So
they're
you can-
breaking ahead, you
Right,
can
the person
see.
in front of you is gonna brake.
Then the person in front of you is going to brake. So watch like 5-6 cars ahead of you. Like I'm just looking at.
Basically, just pay attention.
Well, you can't even do that anymore because even the person 5-6 cars ahead of you is not paying attention because they're too
No, but
busy
I'm saying
looking
you
at their
can.
phone. But yeah, you be paying attention. You be paying attention. Some of the other lessons are, don't pick a fight, don't start a fight, finish the fight, don't start a fight, blah 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 blah.
You just said the same thing about 7 times.
I know, I don't, because
You look like you're getting tired now.
yeah,
You done yawned and everything.
I did.
Hard day not working.
It is being off for because I've been off since Friday,
Wow.
and this is Tuesday.
I need that life.
I've got 192 hours. And I
Ain't
still
gonna say
have
192 days.
no. I still have 88 hours, even after back surgery in August, that I have to take, or else I lose it. Yeah, so I've still got it's being a white trash millionaire sucks. What did your mom or dad teach you that you've been able to teach your kids? Don't be a puss.
Don't start a fight, but finish every fight you're in. And I've got a story for that.
Don't do anything half-assed. Do it whole-ass.
Right. So last Wednesday, Huck started T-ball, first organized team sport.
Dad, I'm bored.
So he's getting better into it. We had batting practice last night at home, and he was getting into it, and I was challenging him, But last Wednesday at practice, and I had to leave early for band practice. So my wife gets there for choir, and I said, "Hey, how did he do after?" He's there about 20 minutes after I left. They started practice. I said, "Hey, how did he do?" I said, "Well, he did pretty good, but he and another kid kind of got into it." I said, "What happened?" Now, Huck can just get crazy. For the longest time, he was a only child for almost 5 years. So he can get real hyper when he's around other kids. He gets excited. He wants to play. But he apparently they were in line waiting to run the bases. They were just practicing running. So whatever base the coach told them to run to, they'd run to. And Huck's in line, and him and the boy in front of him kind of got into it, I guess. And all bets saw.
Over what?
They're 5. I don't know. One of them maybe didn't like the color of the other one's cleats, or they kicked dirt at each other. I don't know. I wasn't there. But apparently the boy ahead of Huck felt the need to turn around and spit on him.
Ew.
So Huck responded by picking him up and body slamming him into the ground. So that night, once Beth told me about it, I sat him down on my lap and I asked if he remembered it, and he said yes, and he started getting kind of choked up and crying.
That's an appropriate response.
And what? The
Body
body
slamming.
slam? Yeah.
Oh, yeah.
He thought he was in trouble. I said, no, buddy. I said, that kid spits at you next week, slam him harder. I said, eventually he'll quit. I gave him a high five. I said, you did the right thing. I said, you don't go around pushing kids or the way he said, I tackled a kid.
Yeah.
He's used to wrestling with his older cousins who are 11 and 12. They both went to state this year. They're good wrestlers, and he plays tough. He's 5 years old, and he's wrestling with 11, 12 state competitors. Mm-hmm. So he took this kid to the ground. And, of course, the coaches got him up, and Beth told Huck to go to the end of the line just so they were separated.
Yeah.
But she's like, I didn't tell him he was in trouble, but he thought he was because Beth told him to move. I said, you're not in trouble. You did the right thing. Right. I said, you finished it. Then you got up and you dusted yourself off and walked to the back line. I said, I'm very proud of you. I said, if I hear that you go around starting it, then you and I is going to have it out.
Right. No,
But, he did the right thing. So, yeah, that's something that my dad taught me that I've told him. And I try to, from my craft training, there's only so much you can teach at 5. But my biggest thing is, no, you're not stuck. You can fight your way out. Don't give up, which is a big crowd mentality.
Right.
It doesn't matter how big or how skilled somebody else is. Don't give up if you're being attacked, So I've kind of taught this. I'll pin him down in ways, different holds and stuff that I know, and make him fight his way out. And obviously, I'm not putting full-on strength on him, but I'm trying to drill in his head that you don't give up. You don't just lay there and be a victim.
Right.
So, yeah, the kid spit on him. He tackled him or body slammed him. I heard body slam first, so that's the one in my mind I'd like to imagine is he double leg takedown. Just dropped this
I'm
kid.
just thinking he just did the Stone Cold Stunner on him. Just picked him up. Just
suplex.
Boom.
Compliments of Captain Insano. But, yeah, that's my answer to that question.
Oh, there's so much that that Mom and Dad taught us that I don't know that I want to go through the entire list. Not that I can remember
No, just give
all
one.
of it.
Yeah, there's a lot we could go through.
There is, Mom was big on just standing up, the same thing, standing up for yourself in any regard, whether it's verbally or physically. I can remember when I used to wear, I mean, I was a skater asshole. I used to wear baggy ass pants and wore a chain link wallet.
Yeah.
And not just a short, like 6-inch chain. I wore like a 4-foot chain. Like, son of a bitch hung to the ground. It wasn't dragging on the ground, but I mean,
got a log chain.
It was your standard chain. Like it was the same type of chain that came with the wallet, but it hung down just to my ankle. And it was just a long chain. Same type of links, everything. It wasn't like a dog chain I went and picked up at Lowe's, and it wasn't a cheap chain. It was the same type of, it was the links were flat and embedded. So that everything laid flat. I mean, it was a nice chain. Either way, that chain was taken off of me at school.
Yeah.
And I stood up. I'm like, no, that is mine. You don't take that from me. It's mine. Why are you taking it? They're like, we don't allow this in school. I'm like, are you shitting me? There are 50 other kids walking around this school with chain drive wallets. This is my... Immediately, I was sent to the principal's office. So it's one of those things that you stand up for yourself, and it's taken away from you. Well, for those who know me and know who knew my father, he was a biker. He shows up in his leather jacket with his wallet and basically threatens to kick the shit out of the principal because of this action.
Right.
Grabs the chain wallet from the principal, chucks it at me, tells me to put it on, and then proceeds to escort, like, we walk out of the school, and so I'm standing up for myself. I don't get in trouble from my dad for standing up for myself for something as piddly, for as piddly as a wallet. Same type of, the same but not the same, standing up for what I should have been standing up for.
Right.
And then he stands up for me for the same type of thing. We get in the truck, and he's like, from here on out, shorter chain, you're not in trouble.
Right.
There's no reason for you to have a 3.5, 4-foot chain on your wallet.
Right. It's kind of seems like it'd be more of a hindrance anyway.
Well, no, it wasn't. I
In
wasn't
and out
tripping
desks
over this
and
thing,
stuff.
but it was. He's like, it's a little ridiculous. He goes, well, let's trim it down to a foot. And if you have other issues at school, which you won't anymore because I will string that principal up by his asshole, we're fine. So same type of deal. Different scenario, same thing. But those are the type of things. Stand up for yourself, for what you believe in, and don't take shit from people just because you're being different or
Right.
you're being bullied or whatever the case is. So we also had a little life lesson in this house the other day where I knocked a ice cream sandwich out of Lexi's hand, and she called me a bully. But that's for another show.
We'll save that one.
We'll save that one. Pie or cake? Not pie or cake. Pie or cheesecake? I hate you, Liz.
Is this a big argument? Because cheesecake's kind of a pie, by definition.
The question is pie or cheesecake, and I know.
Fine, cheesecake. That's my answer.
The question is directed towards me because.
Well, obviously, because you're sitting here getting all pissy, and your wife sent it.
Because I don't like cake.
Well, cheesecake isn't cake.
Right.
Okay, so what's the problem then?
Well, because cheesecake isn't pie either.
It kind of is pie.
It's not, though.
Why?
Because a pie
It's
is
made like a pie.
A pie is a crust with a filling and then a crust on
What
top.
about lemon meringue pie?
You're right. Let's pull up the definition of a pie here.
I wish everybody could have seen your face there. If a hot dog is a sandwich, then cheesecake is a pie. The end.
Definition.
Oh, that was funny. You're right. Oh, I wish I was recording that. Why do we not have video yet?
Pie. Because we don't have the right equipment.
Oh, you should spend more bad money on that.
A baked dish of fruit or meat and vegetables, typically with a top and a base of pastry.
Typically. So, it doesn't say it has to have one.
You're
what
right.
about pumpkin pie? Pecan pie?
Hold on. Shut your pie hole. Definition of a cheesecake.
It's just... Your Google history's got to be fascinating.
Oh, I'm sure.
Like if you die, your kids are going to be like, "What the heck was that?"
A kind of rich dessert cake made with cream and soft cheese on a graham cracker, cookie or pastry crust,
Like a
typically
pie.
topped with fruit or a fruit sauce. No, not like a pie.
Exactly like a pie.
No, not
Like
anything
a
like.
pecan pie. Like
No.
a pumpkin pie. Yeah,
No.
pumpkin pie is the same kind of crust.
It's
So is
not
lemon
it's not a
meringue.
cream or soft cheese center.
Lemon meringue?
Is not cream cheese.
No. It's all the same.
No, it's not.
There's a crust and there's a filling, period.
It's not cream cheese.
So cream cheese is your major hang-up?
Cream cheese is the
Look, if
definition
you know,
between the two.
I'm taking a
that
stance
doesn't
now. If
make
you're saying
it-
a hot dog is a
Nope.
sandwich, it is a pie. The
Nope.
end. Yeah, it is.
No.
Absolutely.
Cream.
Do you find them in the pie section or the cake section?
It's in the frozen section.
It's in the pie section
It's in the frozen section.
with the pies.
Frozen.
Pie.
Frozen.
Pie.
Frozen.
Frozen pie.
Frozen.
I don't care what Disney movie you like. It's a pie.
I don't. Well, I can't wait till
Next
Frozen
question.
2 comes out. It's going to be fucking demented.
Next question.
No, there isn't any more questions.
You didn't. Yeah, we answered
And I
it.
haven't answered it yet.
Then answer it. Which one do you like best?
Cheese and cake and pie.
There you go. It's the same thing. Next question.
No.
I got a question. My wife just sent one.
Okay.
Which would you prefer to have to wear all day? Don't give any stipulations of what we're doing. Just says you have to wear it all day.
Banana hammock.
High heels or Madonna's cone bra?
I'll take the cone bra all day.
Yep, me too. That's exactly what I was going to say. Screw walking around in heels.
I ain't
look
walking
at
around
women.
in
I'm like,
heels.
how do you? I literally ask them like, why do you do that?
Why
to
would you
yourself?
torture yourself? I'll take the cone bra all day.
I wear it just for fun.
And by the way, I'll take a pie over a cheesecake, unfortunately,
Cheesecake is my favorite pie.
because it's not a pie. It's a
The best
cheesecake.
pie around.
It's a cheesecake.
Such a good pie.
It's a cheesecake.
Cheese pie.
It's cream cheese filling.
Just
not
like
a-
lemon meringue filling and pumpkin pie filling. You're just mad that's made of cream cheese.
And cherry filling
Okay.
in
So,
a pastry
cherry pie.
in a pastry crust. Cream cheese uses a graham cracker crust.
You can use a pastry crust.
It wouldn't be no.
What about pumpkin pie? They use graham cracker crust.
No, they don't.
I've seen it with that. Lemon meringue, I definitely have.
Well, then they're idiots.
That's still pie.
Nope.
It can be an idiot pie, still pie.
Nope. They're still an idiot.
Doesn't matter how grumpy
They're
you
an
are.
idiot.
Cheesecake's a pie.
Nope. Your opinion's wrong.
It's not.
Nope.
It's not. Hot dog isn't a sandwich either.
That's fine. I'll accept that a hot dog's not a sandwich.
You get real bitter over cream cheese.
Oh, it's
You are so angry about this. It's more fun for me now. I'm just going to disagree with you to disagree.
Nope.
But it is a pie.
Nope. What will finally break the internet?
Was that a question?
Sure.
The end of mankind? Then there will be nobody to fix it.
Al Gore.
End
He-
of mankind.
No, Al Gore. He invented it. He'll turn it off.
Oh, that's your answer. Okay.
If you had to change your name, what would your new name be, and why would you choose that name?
If I had to change my name,
I already have an answer for this.
well, you go ahead. I've never thought of it.
Dutch Tussing, because I saw a sign that said Tussing Dutch or Ditch. There's a sign that says,
You'd be Dutch Tussing?
yep, no, Tussing.
Tussing? I guess I'd have to change mine to Dirk Diggler then. It's the only name I see in lights.
Goddamn porn star.
I've never. That's how we do here.
Gay porn star.
I don't know, man. I was supposed to be named Brian, I think.
I was supposed to be. Oh, God, what was my name supposed to be?
But I don't know what I changed my name to.
Oh, why can't I remember? My name wasn't supposed to be Brandon Scott.
I gave my boys names that I love. Well, Beth and I did. She technically came up with Huck first.
Yeah.
But Dutch was in the running. I do like Dutch. I don't know if I'd want to be Dutch.
I came up with Dutch.
I feel like I'd be more like mountains or ridge.
There's a sign
or white trash
that says Choosing Ditch.
You already said that.
I know. You're driving up Gender Road, and it says Choosing Ditch, and I'm like, oh, I'd change my name to Dutch Choosing.
You already told that.
Shut
How
up.
many marijuanas did you drink?
Not enough. And then we'll go with the last one. What is the most useless talent you have? Man, I can't. What's the most useless talent you have? I already know what yours is because you do it on the microphone all the time before we start recording.
Spitting mad beats. That's not a talent. I'm just belching. Everybody belches.
No,
I just do it impressively.
You just do it.
Useless talent. I am really good at remembering stupid movie quotes from dumb movies and throw them into real life situations, but not telling people it's from a movie and just letting the conversation go. And that's something that I kind of like. Sometimes, I mean, obviously, some lines get picked up. Like we're talking about Super Troopers,
right?
I'll reference the common ones, but it's the ones that most people don't remember, or from movies most people haven't seen. I guess. I don't know. Is that a talent? It entertains me. I don't know if it's a talent.
A talent would be described as anything that is...
I don't know if I have a useless talent. I'm useless.
That's a talent.
That kind of is my talent.
I don't have any useless talents because everything I do is amazing.
Pies traditionally have two types of crust, the pastry crust and the crumb crust.
No.
Yep, there's a whole article about it. Look it up. You're wrong.
Nope.
Pastry.
Anyway.
Pastry that is a crumb crust filled custard and baked is a pie.
There you go.
Ha! Anyway, what's your useless talent? Not being able to identify pies?
I don't have a useless talent because everything I do is amazing.
Except, say, Lancaster.
Lancaster.
It's not amazing.
Lancaster. Lancaster. Lancaster.
Lancaster.
Lancaster.
Lancaster. There's no E at the end of land.
Lancaster. Not Lancaster. Lancaster.
I'm sure you have a useless talent. Maybe being on a podcast is our useless talent.
It's both of our useless talents.
Exactly. That's what I'm saying.
All right. That's the show. Definitely check out Two Bitch Bourbon. If you get an opportunity, write into HLQ. Tell them that you want them in Ohio. Big shout out to Joe and Lauren at Two Bitch Bourbon for sending us this care package. This show is dedicated to you guys. I cannot thank you enough for the 2 bottles. Batch number 2 is absolutely amazing.
Incredible.
I had another glass.
You did. I'm not spilling your stuff on the air. It's your business, but
I did spill a little bit on the table. And then
for shame,
I licked it off with my fingers. Because I'm not going to let anything go to waste. Check us out on Facebook, Instagram, and the Twitters at Buckhorn Podcast.
Tweetstagrams,
the Facebook, these things.
Catch us on Pinterest.
No.
We have a Yahoo. We have an AIM chat name. Get on our ICQ.
ICQ, we do have.
MSN Messenger.
That sounded more like Blue's Clues.
Catch us on MySpace. Catch us on Blue's Clues. We have a GeoCities page.
Oh,
you remember
I wish.
GeoCities?
God, I had an Angel Fire and a GeoCities.
I had a GeoCities page with a magic 8-ball. People just go to my page so they can ask the 8-ball questions, and I felt so cool.
I literally stole the image off of Oakley and recreated it on my page for my Angel Fire account and my GeoCities account. So this was our AMA. We are done with AMA questions. We need more. So fire them over, send them over.
Shoot a message.
We went through all of our AMA questions. And that's it. That's the end of the show. We got nothing else. We are on May 5th recording a show with Kamawazi. I cannot wait. I'm super excited. Kamawaza. I'm sorry. I said Kamawazi. Kamawaza.
Kamikaze.
With Aaron Janetti and Drew Dillon.
Neither of which are Asian, so thanks for that podcast name, guys.
I love it. It's Japanese. I cannot wait to do that show. I got something special in store for that show.
Get a stool, Aaron.
That show is going to be absolutely amazing.
You got something special?
We're going to talk about rabbit farts and cocaine.
Now, he was texting me, and I asked him what I should wear, and he said, I want you to be comfortable. And my response was simply, the birthday suit is the most comfortable suit. See you on the 5th. So, I got something pretty special, too.
So you're going to be naked. Or he's going to be naked.
We all are.
Who's going to be naked on this show? Oh, I can't wait.
Dance off, dance off.
I can't wait. I'm hoping that I have a bottle of bourbon for that show that is special. Ooh. There's only 115 bottles being released.
Ooh.
Yeah, so it'll be a special bobbin. I don't know when this bottle...
Special bobbin.
Special bottle. I know, I said bobbin. I'm hoping that this bottle comes in before the 5th. I don't know when it's coming.
Well, we're recording the 5th. We won't be releasing the show the 5th.
Well, I know, but I'm hoping that the bottle comes in before the 5th so I can take it over with us. So keep an eye out for that. That'll be a good show. We'll be talking about rabbit farts and cocaine and probably logical thinking versus creative thinking versus some bunch of other bullshit thinking.
AKA rabbit farts and cocaine.
Right.
That's what happens when you let me pick topics.
It's a good thing I didn't let you pick the topic.
Yeah, he messaged me, and that was my answer.
That was your answer, and I came up with something better than that.
You didn't tell Aaron that?
Oh, no, I did.
Oh, okay.
And then I sent him something else.
Yeah, yours is going to be boring.
No, it'll be good.
We're going to be sleeping.
Well, we'll just do what we do, which is just some general BS.
I hope their listeners are ready for me.
They cannot be any. You are not worse than what they do if you've ever listened to any of their shows.
No, well, I'm not talking about like vulgarity. I don't curse
just
a lot.
The pure randomness.
But the whole like gay porn stuff, they don't talk about gay porn a lot on theirs.
No, I do though. I mean, I just called you a game porn star.
That's what I'm saying. I hope their listeners are ready for us. That's what I'm saying.
Some of their
it's not just cussing. Words are words.
Oh no, they are MF.
They have never done
down.
Urban Dictionary game. They do not.
You know what? We should do Urban Dictionary.
Don't tell them. They don't listen this far into our show. Don't tell them. Just have some ready to go.
You know,
hey, that's the first threesome we'd ever have.
Mexican pancake was such a good definition.
That's the first threesome we'd have.
Oh my god, that was so.
So
good.
we're going to take the Buckhorn podcast.
You know what? I need to find some really good ones, but they need to be like on Mexican pancake level.
No, that's up to you. You're the one that does that research.
I know.
I usually don't even know we're playing it.
I know.
Let alone know the definition.
All right.
Because I don't want to know.
All right, we're done. We can't talk about this anymore.
The end.
The end. All right, pinkies up, bitches. Later.
Peace.